All right,
All
everybody.
right.
Well, I'll start it off, Kelly. Everybody, welcome, and glad you showed up today. Give yourself a pat on the back because you're willing to learn, and the more you learn, the more you earn. I brought on a special guest today on the No Agent Left Behind Mastermind, and it's Kelly Wheeler, which is the real estate ninja. He's out of Florida, and he joined Real about in March, okay, and literally for 2 weeks he dove into Chime and learned it because he came from a system which was KV Core at his old brokerage, and he had that thing dialed in. And he's going to tell you his opinion on Chime, and then he's also going to share with you guys how to get this thing rocking to where you can utilize it as a lead generation platform. So, Kelly, I'll let you take over the call, brother.
All right. So everybody do me a favor. Matt, if you can find our YouTube channel, drop it in chat. Guys, I want you at some point to make sure you grab that. Here's why. 300 marketing videos, over 300 videos on our YouTube channel, specifically geared to marketing at a high level, lead generation, some of it free lead generation. But in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be dropping some videos on Chime, like 5 to 10 minute videos, specifically about 1 or 2 things on Chime. And you're going to want to stay up to date. So if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. Once Matt gives it to you, hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified when I drop some Chime content. I think we can all agree that a good CRM is fundamental. A great CRM is what you need to get yourself in position to not only work your deals, but to stay top of mind with all of your leads that you generate. Now, I asked earlier, what some of you guys are doing to generate leads. So a couple things, I'm going to drop a couple bombshells on you today. What if you could, in the next 30 days, totally free, no, you don't have any obligations, you take advantage of a free trial. What if you could drop 150 to 300 seller leads into your Chime in the next 30 days, and in most cases, phone numbers and emails? Would that be something you would want in your Chime where you can start working these? Yes or no? Actually, I'm going to say yes or yes. Raise your hand. Just raise your hand if you're on video. If you do, sometime before this thing's over, I'm going to drop a site. Go do a 30-day free trial. Guys, Matt and I are both getting a couple hundred leads a month into our CRM where we can start email campaigns. And for those of you that are struggling with email campaigns, I have something else you can do totally for free for 30 days. And while you're in there on the free trial, you can download over 70 branded to you PDF ebooks from every conceivable topic. And you can take all of their long-term emails, which have the PDF book connected to it, branded to you, and bring it over to Chime. So I'm going to drop all that, guys, on you today. This is like a business in a box for your Chime, for your sellers, your buyers, FSBOs, expires, whatever. I'm going to give you all the emails, branded PDF books, and I'm going to give you lead source by the end of this meeting for you guys. So there's no reason. It doesn't cost you $1 to do it. And there's no reason for you guys not to close a deal in the next 60 days off of what we train on today. Now, for those of you watching on the video, below this video on the description, I will leave a link to these 30-day free trials. If you don't want to keep them, just cancel on day 29. But guys, we're talking hundreds of leads into your Chime CRM. And we're talking about email campaigns complete with a massive amount of videos branded to you as well as PDF. So stay tuned, guys. This is like as close to a business in a box as I can. So let's go ahead and jump in and look at Chime. Now, let me tell you what today is and what today's not. Today is for me to give you kind of a walkthrough on your Chime. Now, Matt, can you see this over here where it says Chime user profile? You with me?
Yes,
Okay.
It's on.
So what I'm going to do today is kind of walk you through and maybe highlight a couple things that you need to do on your Chime if you haven't. But let's go ahead and qualify this. This is extremely important. I firmly am under the recommendation that as an agent inside of your office, you need to have 2 monitors. So if you don't figure out how to get a computer with 2 monitors, and because as an agent, you need to be educating yourself every month. Like I probably spend 20 hours a month educating myself on video, on YouTube, on lead generation, on how to find leads, what to do to convert the leads, what vehicle to create to send your message to the leads. I'm studying this like a freaking ninja, like a Jedi master every month. Well, if I didn't have 2 monitors, I would be hurting because I use YouTube, guys, this is a ninja pro tip, to help me. So in this instance, if I had my Chime on this computer, I've got YouTube. And so I will go to YouTube and say, how to create an email campaign, for instance, in Chime. And so I'll pull up the best video I can find, and I'll watch the video, and I'll pause it, and I'll come over here to this screen and start creating what I just learned. So guys, for you guys, be always educating yourself. I think 2 monitors are where you need to be as you're running your business, because you're going to want to spend time monthly educating yourself. All right. So having said that, when you go into your Chime, there's a little gearbox, right? First thing that you're going to want to do, and let me ask this, let's open up the chat box. Matt, help me with the answers. How many of you currently have Chime set up? Like right now you have it set up. Put yes or no. And then Matt, tell me what kind of a reaction we get.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So guys, as you're answering that, when you log into Chime, the first thing that I think you need to do before you create websites or create or whatever is to make sure when you hit the gear button,
real quick, Kelly. So
yes, sir.
I've got some people that said no, and then we've got some that say yes. And let me just explain to you, if you're on this call and you're with Real Broker, for some of you that don't know, because you're at Real Broker, you're going to be getting this system. I mean, usually you would buy this system for like $500, as an individual agent. Here you're getting it for $25 a month. And here's what you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting AI technology, okay, which we'll go over here in a second. You're going to be able to get, I forget the amount of texts. I think it's like 500 texts a month or something. It's a ton. It's a ton. You're getting all this stuff. So if you said no on here and you're with Real, what you want to do is when you want to email support at the Real Brokerage, and I'll put it in the chat box, and tell them I want Chime, and they will send you the information for Chime. And it's really simple. You just follow the prompts and to get in here. But most of them here have Chime. Some of them are on a team Chime, but most of them do have Chime.
Even if we're going to break team Chime, they probably have access to it.
Yeah, we're gonna break it down to like baby stuff, like, hey, set up your profile, right?
Yep.
Because this is the reason a lot haven't really used it that much. But go ahead.
So when you log into your Chime, or if you plan on getting it, go to the gearbox. Make sure that your name is spelled correctly, that the right email address, because some of us at Real, we get that join Real or whatever, Kelly, whatever. I don't use that email for anything. I have everything go directly to Kelly Wheeler Group at Gmail. I'm fixing to change. I've had that email for years. I'm fixing to get rid of the @Gmail. I've got a .com one that I'm using. It'll be a Ninja. But regardless, make sure your email's in there. Your phone is correct. Your license number, whatever you've got here, and then all of your info. Just make sure it's done. And then right here, your logo. Now, check with your state broker, see if you have to put the Real Broker logo. I've got my Real Estate Ninja, just whatever your rules are, make sure it's done, but that's where you're going to upload your photo. Here's where you actually upload a photo of you. Well, I don't like me, so I put a logo of my Real Estate Ninja. Here's where you're going to upload your picture of you. So if you've got a really good profile, that's where it goes. And it shows up on your website, your landing pages, your any of your pages that are connected to the MLS property search, all of that will be on there, guys. Make sense? As you're going through, you're going to notice, and I would just take some time to look at underneath the settings, what each one of these does for you, like preferences. I've got it set to Eastern time zone. My working hours are 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm about to change that. It also lets you switch, guys. If you ever go on vacation and you're not going to be able to respond from Chime for say 3 or 4 days, you just switch it to vacation mode, and it lets end users know that you'll be getting. Now, I typically never do that. I'm in business, so if I happen to be on vacation, my wife knows if I get somebody that's like a hot seller or hot lead, I'm going to probably answer it, but I'm going to be very tactical about it. So I typically don't do vacation mode. But anyway, this is where your preferences are going to be. Notifications, this is where you set it up. Now, Matt, I just changed this. I don't know if you still get this. I used to get, like, at all hours of the night when a new lead from My Plus Leads comes over, I used to get all these prompts on my phone, and it's frustrating. So I went ahead and shut that off. You can shut off. You can either have it go to email or text. I typically take all of the new leads and not have them come to my phone, because I'll just be getting like text after text during the day, and it's frustrating. But here's where you set up for notifications what you're going to do. You can set up lead. If you're a single agent, this isn't going to mean anything, but if you're a team, this is where you can route leads to individual people on your team. This is where you can go ahead and look at all the features. You can add property alerts. Again, this goes back to what I told you at the beginning. I love to have 2 monitors. So if I want to go ahead and create property alerts, that's where a person comes in as a lead, and I can set this up to give frequency to alert them to when a property comes in that meets their criteria. So I would have YouTube, how to set up property alerts in Chime, YouTube, grab that video and then set this up accordingly. But this is very self-explanatory. And I don't like
Kelly,
this stuff to go ahead.
Just real quick,
Yep.
because you mentioned something about notifications on the phone. If you have Chime and you have not downloaded the Chime app, you need to download the Chime app, because you might be on the go, okay, and not in front of your desktop, and you get a notification. The Chime app is amazing. It really is. I mean, I've worked with CRMs like Boomtown. I've worked with KV Core. I've worked with Follow Up Boss. The app it's almost exactly like the desktop. So you can do a lot of things directly through the app.
All right, so as you're back on the settings, you can look at your templates, your email smart plans, which we'll get into that in a little bit. Here's what the smart plans look like. These are mine, these are team and library guys. When you're in here, these are all the done for you email and text drip campaigns. I would highly recommend, like on a weekend, go through these and take a look at them. But these are the ones that you can add to your smart plans, my smart plans, and use them. I know Matt grabbed like a FSBO campaign and then he tweaked it, but all of that's under library. And if you're a team, you can go ahead and have team smart plans. I've got a bunch of my smart plans. And here's what
Kelly,
they look like.
Let me ask you a question. Can you, the smart plans that you've made, which Kelly is really good with ad copy and things like that, if an agent reaches out to you, are you able to share it to their Chime?
I got you one better, and I'll get to that in a minute. Yes, I can, but okay. I'm gonna cover that with you. I'm gonna make all of you guys watching this either after it's dropped on YouTube or live. I'm gonna make your life so much easier in the next 30 days. And I'm gonna give you some things that you're gonna crush it with your campaign. So yes, to answer that question, yes, but I also have something else for them that will power up. See, because there's a difference, Matt, between a standard email. Hi, this is Matt Middlestat with Real Broker. Thank you for coming onto my website, blah, blah, blah. If you need anything, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to show you guys some content that rocks, but we'll get into that in a minute. So there you go, guys. There's all of this stuff on the Gearbox, right? And just take a look at the different ones. This will show you where you're at in terms of new leads. If you do the bar graph, and just look at all of these things: site traffic, source, performance by agent, summary, all of that's right there. As you start to grow your lead base, you're going to get it there. Here is activities. This is all the people that are searching and looking at my site. This John Milton guy, look, he looked at all of this, right? Check this dude out. He is all over this thing, right? And it's going to tell you on activities what your people are doing. Here, guys, is something I want to spend a couple minutes with. So if you go back to this 4 square box symbol, when you click it, it brings you to where you can go ahead and develop your personal website. Now, Chime is really cool. The difference between KV Core and Chime, let's just talk about that right now. When you got KV Core, a lot of times they created your website for you. Like, there was some editing you could do, but for the most part, you couldn't do a lot with it. Chime, you can edit the heck out of it. You can make it really reflect your brand, where I couldn't do it as much in KV Core, but KV Core was kind of done for you. And I know a lot of agents like, oh, I don't know how to do all of that. Guys, it's so simple. I'm going to kind of walk you through it right now, but remember, 2 monitors, YouTube over here, how to create my Chime website. Guys, I'm telling you, on a Saturday morning, in 2 hours, you can put together a ferocious website. I'm going to show you mine in a second, but here's how you do it. You just basically click, and if you notice, I have a domain, Claremont Ninja Realtor. Now, when you first open up your Chime account, it's going to ask you about your website, and it's going to ask you, it's going to give you a generic name, like chime.com/Matt Middlestat, whatever. You're going to want to go to a site like GoDaddy and purchase a domain name, right? Find a domain name that you think reflects your brand and buy it. This site will walk you through exactly how to take that domain name that you bought and add it to your Chime site. So if I go in and click Claremont Ninja, when you first start, it's going to have whatever domain name they give you. And it's going to be this long one. And you don't want that one. You want to change it. But if I click it, now it's going to bring me in to edit the website. So I'm going to show you a little bit that you can do with it. But before I do, guys, here's my Chime website. And let me do this. It's just been sitting dormant for a while. So I took some time, guys, and had a videographer go into my town and shoot some really cool drone pictures of my city. This is a citrus tower. This is one of about 8 to 10 chain of lakes that we have. This is our downtown Claremont, which is they're totally revitalizing it. And I wanted pictures of that on my website. So anybody living in my area sees this, they know exactly what this is. And so I was able to upload this MP4, guys, on my website. Instead of a website picture, I was able to put this in there. And people that log on to here, and I've had a lot of people I sent my website to and said, I want some feedback. They freaking love it. Guys, it took me less than a minute to add this to my website. And so these are some of the customizations you can do. And I'll show it to you in just a second. I've got a little snapshot for market trends, and all of this is done by drag and drop.
Let me stop you there, Kelly.
Yes,
just
sir.
to tell you guys, for the agent on here looking and going, well, man, that must have cost a lot of money for the videographer.
No,
listen, it cost him $250 to pay the videographer one time to go out with his drone. And if you got a drone, great, go do it yourself. But if you don't, pay somebody. It won't cost them much. I could get my guy that does drone pics do it as well. And now he's got this footage that he can use not just here, but anywhere, right? So it's going on my
YouTube channel, Matt, for my living in Claremont. This photo will be used as A and B roll for my brand new YouTube channel that we're launching to beta test for these guys to show them how to generate leads. But that's a side topic.
Yep. So, and here's the thing, guys, the cool thing about Chime is to build something like this. Like I used to pay a company called Ylopo, and they would build out a site just like this with video behind it and all this graphic stuff. And I paid them $800 a month. Okay. To service my site. You guys are paying $25 a month, and whatever you invest in doing this little background here, it's super, it's like having a professional website. And when your clients go to it, it doesn't need to be a rinkety dink, WordPress site. It needs to have some pizzazz to it. So keep going, Kelly.
That's correct. So guys, if I go down, this is something you can do inside of your Chime, and literally it's just a drag and drop. Market trends for your city, right? I like to put that there because Claremont Ninja Realtor, right? It allows you to put home listings on the front page, and you can put as many of these as you want. It's got this as a really cool feature. Again, I'll show it to you in a minute, but you drag this entire box over. You take this content, search new homes for yourself. They've got like their lorem ipsum stuff, or I just changed the content. On the bottom, our listings are updated. When they click read more, it goes to allowing them to search for new homes. What's your home worth? Look, when I click read more, goes right to my HomeBot, Matt, right? I just redirected to the HomeBot.
By the
why
way,
list
guys,
with
I'm
us?
gonna stop you there really quick. So guys,
Okay.
listen, HomeBot. So your Chime site will have a home evaluation. Okay. And when they go into that, it's going to go into your CRM. The reason I use HomeBot and Kelly uses HomeBot is because the clients, it gives them more information. Okay. It gives them how much equity they have in their home. It also gives them if they were to refinance, you can actually connect it to a lender. And here's the thing, you can go to homebot.io. Okay. That's their site, HomeBot site. And there's a customer service number on there. If you call the customer service number, I'm giving you a golden tip here, so it save you $50.
Yep.
If you call them and you tell them, I've done this with multiple agents, tell them, hey, I heard from a friend, you don't have to use anybody's name. I heard from a realtor friend that if I called you guys, you would give me a discount code for HomeBot for the $50 setup fee. And they will give you the code right there online. You purchase HomeBot, it's going to cost you $25 versus $75 up front. And then every month it's only $25. And I'm telling you, I've put every client on this, and daily they are looking at this site because it gives them so much information. And then every month it updates them with the home value. Now, what I do when I put the client in is I go in and I look at the comps and I adjust their value. they can also interact with it and adjust. Let's say they made a $10,000 payment on their mortgage and they want to adjust it. Go into one of your clients. Do you have anything set up just yet? I know you just started using this. Do you have anything
Yeah,
set
no,
up?
I do actually, but the way they do it, Matt, it takes, I have to
Okay. Yeah.
log in, and
No
then
worries.
it just
No
takes
worries.
long.
On my YouTube channel, if you subscribe to it, I have a video all about HomeBot, and I walk you through HomeBot. It's on the We Grow Together, No Agent Left Behind. I dropped it in the chat box. There's a video I did specifically on HomeBot. Go check it out. But for $25 a month, it is well worth it. But anyways, keep going with Chime.
You got it. So let me get out of here. And you can send them. So if you want, you can send them right to your home evaluation link inside of Chime, which is a fine one. I like to do things at a higher level. I also like to convert for the team at a higher level. So that's why I use that. But anyway, guys, I'm just trying to give you some ideas. And those of you, again, watching, we'll put links to all of this below. You're welcome to try it out, check it out below. So after the video, you can get all of that stuff. And then why list with us? This takes us to a quick video on why you should. So what I did is I use a site called Dub. I created a cool video. Hey, my name's Kelly, the real estate ninja. And if you're thinking of listing your home in the next 12 months, blah, 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 right? Then below the video, text the ninja, free ebook, get on my calendar. That's where I'm sending them to. Just guys, the stuff that you can customize with this Chime is amazing. Featured areas. There's your home evaluation. And then right here, I want you guys to write this down. And I do have a 30-day free trial. If you want it, just contact me and I'll give it to you. This is our blog site. It directly feeds from Keeping Current Matters. If you have KCM, you can take your blogs and go directly into, and if you'll notice right up here where it says blogs, watch this, guys. I'm going to open this in a new link. Check this out. This is a feed from Keeping Current. So if you're like, oh, I really want some really cool blogs, I just don't have time to write it all. It's done for you. Look at this. Hundreds of blogs. I mean, hundreds. And look at, they're all like here, April 2nd. That's from April 2nd. We've got these. If you go into, let me go to right here, more. If you go here, here is a list of all the different blogs that you can get. And this is all shareable on social media. So I'm not going to harp on this too much, guys. But again, if you want to have a blog section on your site, you can do that right there and just bring it over. Featured listings.
If you're,
go ahead.
Yeah, if you're not on Keeping Current Matters, go check out their website, Keeping Current Matters. Listen, Keeping Current Matters, a lot of top real estate teams, top agents use it. They use it for other social media platforms. They give some amazing data because y'all have to understand as real estate agents, there you go. Keith Wheeler said KCM is the bomb. He's out of California. Listen, here is the thing. You have to be the educator. Clients don't need us to find them homes. They need us to help them and guide them through the process and be the educator on the market. And Keeping Current Matters keeps them updated. So you can share that on all your social media platforms. All right,
Correct.
Keep going, Kelly.
All right. So anyway, that is a snapshot of my Chime website. All of it's customizable, but it's done in the system. So if I go back over here to Chime, let me go here's my website, guys. So what I did is I clicked my link. It brought me here. Here's where I can, so if I want to, if you notice, each one is a block, right? There's a block, there's a block. So if I want to edit this, I just simply go up here to where the pencil is, click it. And right here is that video that I'm using for this site. There it is right there. So if you want, you can upload and you can put whatever video you want. Or if you don't want video, you can change it to image or slideshow. Totally up to you. I love video. I just love video.
Question, Kelly. When somebody
Yes,
goes to your site, does like, let's say somebody wanted to record a video, if not an aerial, but they wanted to record a professional video themselves, talking about the service they provide. Does it provide sound when somebody goes to the website?
Yeah, but here's why I wouldn't do that. They have to actually click a little thing on the bottom. So they might be seeing you go like this.
Okay.
And if they don't know, to go and check it out. So if y'all notice you heard sound, that's sound that I attached to the video. But when you go to my website, which I just logged out of, when you go to my website, the sound's not playing. They would have to push it. So I would say don't do that. There are other sections where you can drop a video, and I'll show it to you in a minute. And let's go back to edit the website. Again, each of these blocks are editable. So I've got this set up. There's the front block. Then I did a market trends here, right? I did a home listing. So the way that you edit these, again, is you just click that. But let's say I wanted to add You see where it says pages or styles. So I can edit individual pages or styles. If I go to styles, I can edit the styles right there. Let me go back to here, go back to this little, okay, so if you'll notice, pages is individual pages on your site. Style is where you can change font, colors, all of that. Blocks. Now, let me say this before I show you this. When you edit anything on here, if you feel like you've screwed up, don't save it. Just back out. Just go up here and go to, back out of that page. It won't save it. Therefore, you won't have to worry about screwing it up. If you're comfortable with your changes, you need to save it, because if you back out, you'll lose your whatever your fittings are. But here's the blocks, guys. Check this out. Here's all of the different blocks that you can drag. So when I was saying it's customizable, when you go to blocks, this is for agents. So you can do, like, if you have a team, you can put the team leader here, or you can put each individual agent. If they click it, it'll bring up that agent, their name, and their contact me, right? So there's the agent block. If you're a single agent, there it is right there. There is the agent. For banners, here's the different banners. So if I didn't want this ninja video, I just click this banner and bring it over. It will override that, and I can then change the picture of that banner. So that's how you do it there. For blogs, this is the blog that I have right here. And then I just simply took that blog and I took the KCM information and brought it over and put it together. Again, YouTube, how to connect KCM blog to Chime. It's a winner, winner, chicken dinner. Calculator. I don't use this, but there's a mortgage calculator. Again, you can put whatever you want on your website. Calendar. This is a calendar, just like Calendly. I believe it syncs with Calendar. You can put that on your front page website. Contact. Multiple ways for you to give them to contact you. Call to action, right? These are different clickable call to action. So if you want to use any of this, you see this right here, guys? That's the one that was on my website that allowed them to go to HomeBot, allowed them to find out about me. That's this right here. All of the content's editable. You just simply drag it over and add it right there. You see that? Now I can go here, edit it, visual page builder. If I want to edit that, I come over here to column 1, visual page builder. I just simply and change that, whatever I want to do it. But I don't want that, so I'm going to log out and I'm going to get rid of that, right? But that's how you do it, guys. You simply just come over here and drag it to where you want it. All right, embed. This one's a little bit more difficult, guys. Stay away from this if you're not techie, because this is where you can actually take HTML code and embed it. So if you have a designer that creates a really cool feature for your website, let's say a video with some call to actions and a form that's custom to you, you can put all of that there. Stay away from the embed though, just trust me on that. Here's the featured area. You can bring this over and make any area. If you want to do neighborhoods, or if you want to do like 55 plus, whatever, or specific, that's all right there on featured area. You just bring it over and then you can tell it, I want 9 blocks or I want 6 blocks. It's all there. Forms, you can create really amazing forms. So let's do this. Let's just see how this looks. If I drag that over there, there's the form. You can change this. You can change any of this content, and there's a sign up form for them to use. And again, play with all these forms and get it to the way that you want it. If you don't like it, just simply hit the garbage can, get rid of it, and it's not going to be on there. And when you're done, just hit if you like what you did, just hit the word publish, and now it's live on your site. If you publish it and then you go back and go, oh, that looks like crap, just go back over the form and hit the can, and you can get rid of it. You can't really screw it up, guys. Okay, so those are forms. Here's gallery. This is what it looks like, and you can configure it over here and add whatever you want. You can add multiple pictures, blah, blah, blah. And again, play with this. Once you have your Chime set up, there's nothing wrong with playing with this, guys, just to see how it works. Here's the different themes, right? So here's the different themes that you can use on your site. I'm using this one, okay? Then they've got this one. They've got, see how it has the search homes here, and it's got that big wide open area for videos. I like this one, but you can pick whichever one you want. Home evaluation. Here's, I think this is the one I'm using. I'm using this home evaluation page, but you can pick any one you want. This is a cool one I'm thinking about changing to. List your home, right? Check this out. Contact information, right? I don't think I would put this on my front page, but I could put this on a different page. But it's a neat little form for you to qualify people looking to list their home, and so forth and so on. I'm not going to go through all these bars because we're very generic right now, but guys, there's your website. Literally, you can custom create that site. So the stages that you're going to use on your website is you're going to When you first get access to Chime and it says to create your site, Chime is going to have a couple of things that it's going to prompt you to do. Go to GoDaddy, buy a 1-year domain. I always do it 1 year at a time and then buy it the next year. Austin Homes for Sale, best areas in Austin.com, Austin Realtor, OB1 Realtor in, wherever, right? Buy that domain and then you are good to go. And once you have that domain connected to your Chime, you can now have a viable standalone website. You don't want to use the one that Chime gives you. So let's go back out of here and I'm going to leave. I'm not going to keep any changes. And so that was Chime. Now over here, this little airplane button is where you can go and look at the inner workings of your Chime. So remember, Matt, we were talking about smart plans. Here's where you can go and look at your smart plans. These are all of my own smart plans. So guys, you remember I told you earlier that I have a site you can get for free and you can download all of their email, including their PDF guides that will be branded to you, your picture, your logo, your phone number. Once you have those guides downloaded on your computer, you own them. You can use them as many times you want. And it's like 75 different topics in real estate, like FSBOs, expired, sellers, 25 things to do to your home before you list it for sale. These are killer ebooks, right? So check out this. Let me see if I can do it here. Is this it? Edit. So here is a one campaign. Of course, it's going to show up that way. All right, here we go. So here is, do you see this little how to increase your home's value? That's an ebook. I wish I could show it to you here, but I can't. But what this campaign, all I did, guys, is I created this. I went to, let me go back here. I went here to Smart Plans and I can add a new right here. Now watch this, guys. Standard plan. So let me go back, everybody. When you get access and you're ready to build out your email campaigns, you go to Smart Plans, add a new, make sure it's under standard and start. Now here is the basic bones of your email campaign. You are going to set up a couple things here. I'm going to call this test one. Of course, I don't know how to spell. Right. So now I'm going to go over to this right here. Guys, I'm going to give you a link for 30 days. I don't care if you use this or not, but if you get it just for the PDFs and you get it for the drip email campaigns, it's worth its weight in gold. It's like $50 a month after that. But guys, this is where you can run in under a minute Facebook ads or Google ads. This system has it tied in. Literally, it does it all for you. You just go ahead and put how much you want to spend, click a button, and it does the ads for you. But anyway, here's the campaign. So let's look at the seller lead follow-up. Guys, check this campaign out. So if I want to send a test email, I want you to see what it looks like. Let me go ahead and send it to myself, and then I'll bring it over. But guys, there's the content. Free guys. So let me go grab this over here. And let me grab this, see if we've got it. So I just sent myself, there it is. Check out the email I just sent myself. Ready to get top dollar for your home. Download this free guide to increase your home value. Blah, 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 right? There's how to increase your home value. Boom. And there's the ebook right there. It downloads to their computer. And now they have, check this out. They have this ebook. And guys, it'll be branded to you. Whatever your brand is right there, you can put your picture instead of the ninja, whatever you want. Guys, look at this ebook. Look at this ebook. Curb appeal, clean, and you can offer these on your email chain. So imagine over here on the email chain, you just simply copy this stuff, right? And you go drop it over on your Chime. So you go back over to Chime and you drop that content in here. And then all you're going to need to do is do a couple cleanups. Like this one has this merge field first name. Well, that's not going to work on Chime. So what I do is this free guide, inexpensive home value. I'm going to copy that, go to Chime. Guys, watch how I do this. Subject. There's the subject. I go back over to listings, and you could do this on a Saturday in about an hour and have a killer seller email drip campaign ready to go. Now check this out. Okay, I'm going to do all of that. I'm going to copy it, go back over here. Over here where it says variable, I'm going to say leads first name, comma, and then I'm going to drop that content. There it is right there. It's ready to go. All I have to do is save it. And now I've got this content, including this ebook. It's going to look just like that. Including that ebook is now in Chime. So I've got my very first seller email if I want. And here's why I like this stuff. It's not the traditional, thank you for coming to my website. You clicked the home evaluation lead and I'm just wanting to see if you want to sell your house, right? This is value. This is the stuff I want sent to me. It's got a free ebook. That's cool. It's not like all up in my face about, and if you're buying blah, 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 whatever you want, you can actually add content to that email. If you've got a really killer, unique proposition, you guys can do that right there. And then when you're done, you just simply hit save and you're off and running. So again, let me walk you through this. Go ahead.
Let me say something, and something that Kelly said. I always talk about, leading with value first, right? And a lot of agents just are leading with their own needs, right? Like, hey, click this. They're trying to get a seller, right? If you're giving back to the seller before they even decide to list with you, you're going to get more listings, or even with the buyer. And these little guides like this, that's giving back value. And there's no other agents are doing this, right? Because they're just doing the old, hey, click on this link and see what your home value is. And then they jump into a funnel and then you,
oh God, I hate
hey,
those.
sell your home, right? No, lead with value. And then what happens is they will reach back out to you because you've given them value. Okay. So anyways, just wanted to point that out.
And guys, I just dropped in the chat bar the 30-day free trial to that Listings to Leads. It's one of there's 3 softwares I preach and teach my team on. That's one of them. It does way more. I don't care if you keep it or not. That's totally up to you. But if you get it, make sure you take the next 2 weeks to find out how powerful this thing is. It's a lead generator. It has all done for you, 50 or 60 videos branded to you, 75 plus PDFs, a Google ad launcher, a Facebook ad launcher, all the emails done for you, ad infinitum. But if all you're going to do is use it for free for the trial that I just gave you, go grab those emails, bring them to Chime and set up your Chime. And now you have no excuse saying, well, I don't have content. This is freaking ninja content. This isn't the whole, what Matt was talking about. It's leading with value. By the way, you can also embed videos. If you've got BombBomb, I use a company called Dub. If you've got BombBomb, it doesn't matter. You can put the video that is like a gift preview. I'm a big proponent of that. I don't think you should put a video on every email, but ever so often throw a video. Hey guys, Kelly here, right? Blah, 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 whatever. But guys, there you go right there. There is your free trial to Listings to Leads, and there's your emails for buyers and sellers right there. All right, let me move on.
Program Dove.
Somebody had a question?
What was the program Dove?
I'll talk about that in a minute. That's who I use for video now. I'll talk about that in a minute. This Listings to Leads, though, I'm telling you right now, you are going to freaking love it. If you don't want it after the 30 days, just cancel like on day 25. Otherwise, it's $50 a month.
Take all the free ebooks.
Hey, I'm giving you guys some free stuff today. So for the next 30 days, I'm freaking going to front load you with leads and marketing software, and it's going to change some of your direction for the next 6 months. All right, let's go back now. I'm going to skip a bunch of this because we're getting to the end. I don't want to go to the leads themselves. So here are an example of this is where your leads are going to set. Now, I've got these all set up right now, if you'll notice, for FSBOs, right? So I have a 30-day free trial. If you want it, I'm going to give it to you, to this company right here. This is My Plus Leads. This is where I get FSBOs, expired cancel withdrawals, and pre-foreclosures. So to show you how freaking powerful this is, if you're not working pre-foreclosures right now with your Chime and other methods to reach out, you guys are missing out. So if I look at pre-foreclosures in Lake County, Florida, watch this. And if I go back just 1 month to today, I want you guys to see how many people are going through a pre-foreclosure. Guys, this is amazing. Check this out. And a lot of times I'm getting phone numbers, but look at this. There are 350 in the last 7 weeks, 350 people going through a pre-foreclosure. Huh. So what My Plus Leads allows you to do is you can augment this data. There's a way that, and I'm not going to show you how to do it now, but there's a button you click that says augment, and you pay 25 cents a lead. It'll come back and give you phone numbers and emails. And if it doesn't return that, they don't charge you for it. But guys, I would spend $50 to augment this list. And then I would download this to a CSV, upload it to Chime, and now I would have a complete tag in Chime called foreclosure. And I would be working these guys in Chime, no texting, but I would email them, and I wouldn't email them, hey, your house is getting swallowed up by the bank. You got, do you guys realize that you're about to lose they know all of that. I would come out with, hey, listen, I'm a local realtor. I know things can get tough. You have options. I would love to share what those options are. And there's a strong possibility you guys can keep your home. If you're being pressured by the banks, allow me the opportunity to share with you what you can do to keep your home before you have to consider either losing it or selling it. My goal is to help you guys explore your options. Let's get together, right? That's the email going out to them, not the, hey, I want to come list your home and help you save your equity. That's a given. But they already are getting, they're probably afraid to open their email. So I would open up with, hey, I've got some great news for the top bar. They need some great news, right? I even like to drop a video. Hey, this is Kelly, blah, blah. You can do all of that in Chime. But I would grab this list, and guys, here's what we're going to do. Let me go down here. Here is what you're going to do. Copy. I'm going to go to chat. Guys, grab this one as well, because once we're done, you'll have to connect with me and get this 30-day free trial. You can grab all the expireds, canceleds, and withdrawals that you want inside of here. You can grab the pre-foreclosures if you want. And then guys, so check this out. Yesterday, we had 3 FSBOs. Boom. All of these are sitting in Chime. And by the way, this data goes into your Chime. This is why I'm saying get it for 30 days. That's how you're going to get a couple hundred free leads. This data goes into your Chime automatically, right? It connects to your Chime. You don't have to go and import. So guys, when you go to my Chime, this is so killer. You see this says Janet McCoy. If I click her name, okay, she's a FSBO. If I scroll down, all of this data came in from My Plus Leads, not me, right? It's got her email right there. It's got her phone number right there. If I click her home, here's the FSBO right there. She's in what's called the Villages, Florida, right? 435K. There's the address, there's the home. So if I go back to Chime, guys, I want to show you something. I simply click Smart Plan. If you're not doing what I'm showing you right now, you guys are missing it. I go to My Plans, I go to the Listings to Leads, that 30-day free trial. I developed a complete FSBO email campaign for her, and booyah, she started. Now, if I'm really on my P's and Q's, I'm going to take that data from Chime and have the data from My Plus coming over to Chime. And now for the next 30 days, you're going to have a couple hundred leads. There is
what's up, bro?
deal. There's a deal right there, guys. There's a couple deals right there, and you didn't pay a freaking dollar for those leads. So make sure you grab that and if you keep it, it's $50 a month. If you don't want to keep it, just get rid of it before clicks over to the $50 a month trial. But that, guys, is how you handle your leads. And inside of Chime, so right now, all of these are FSBOs. If I go down here to tags, so you need to explore all of these different filters, right? If I go to tags and I go over here, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to get rid of FSBO, right? And now it's going to return to me all my leads, 244 that I'm currently working with this month. And the majority of these leads are coming over from My Plus Leads. Because as a national trainer, coach, and helping my team, I'm not as active. I still list and sell, but I'm not as active. So these leads I put in here mainly to work FSBOs and expireds. But again, just showing you guys the possibility, and then just clicking the lead. What I do on any of the expireds that come over to your Chime, just go and make sure in the MLS they're still expired. So if you get 100 expireds in the month, just take a couple minutes every day to check the lead out, make sure they have not relisted or they're not withdrawn conditional. If any of that, I just delete them from the Chime. I don't want them getting emails. I ran into that problem in the past. I don't want an agent calling me being aggressive. But guys, let me quit sharing real quick. That, guys, is a snapshot of what your Chime can do for you. Again, YouTube is your best friend.
Kelly,
go ahead.
Real quick, show them on Chime where, like, for like squeeze pages or for,
I forgot. Yes, thank you.
Show them where they can create stuff so they can put out on their social media and get,
I actually had that set up to show you guys. So if I go back over here, I believe to the airplane, see where it says landing pages, guys? Check this out. This is cool as crap right here. Landing page. Let me show you something. It has all of these landing pages, which are editable and custom. You guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but you also have a buyer's guide and a seller's guide page where you're offering them a free ebook that Chime gives you, branded to you. It's all in there, but check this out. Here's a property website I created on a squeeze page. It took me literally 2 minutes to do it. This is a direct feed from the MLS. And look at this property site. I can send this to, if I have a buyer that I'm working with, or if I have a bunch of buyers that this house would appeal to, I can go ahead or I can take this URL and copy it. If I go over here to Facebook and watch this, guys. I should have had this up already. It takes too long. If I drop that there and watch that, look, there it is, guys. I can post that all day long and generate buyer
Am I the
interest.
only one that can't see anything?
Oh, am I not sharing, Matt?
No, you are sharing.
Okay.
Alex, can you see, buddy, or no?
I see a black page.
Yeah, it's on your end, Alex. I apologize. But if you'll
Oh,
get the
well.
recording, it'll be fine.
That's fine.
Okay, back to these
Guys,
pages.
it's very important. Like, these are little things that you could be, because whenever they click on that, let's say through Facebook, it's going to ask them to register on your website. And when they register, then you've got their contact information. Okay. So, and here's another thing. If you have a client you're working with and they're asking about a property, you shouldn't just be setting them up on a search. You should actively be looking for properties for them based on what they've told you they're looking for. And if you find one that you think will fit their needs, shoot them a text with the link and keep them on your website, not on Zillow or somewhere else.
Exactly.
Right? Keep them on your website. This is a full-blown website and CRM that you guys are getting for $25 a month.
Guys, look at this. Google reviews.
Google reviews.
Okay, if you have a ton of Zillow reviews or Google, now check this out. I wanted to make this easy. Here's Google reviews. So all I did was I created a squeeze page. See my Google reviews, click below. When they click that, it goes to all of my Google reviews pulling directly from Google. And that's and then look, house for sale, how to sell a home. There's a free book. I didn't do any of this. All I did.
Unknown caller.
Okay, all I did was change this content, and then I redirected this button to my Google reviews. So that's Google. Now check this out. Spring seller guide. You remember I told you about the Keeping Current Matters? Well, I have this book. When they submit it, they'll get the Keeping Current Matters because it's like a 37-page ebook with my brand all over it. Here is local Claremont. All this is landing pages you get inside of Chime. This is a redirect to all the homes in Claremont, Florida. Claremont, Florida homes for sale. You can do one for each of your cities and have it as a landing page. Direct mail, new page, FSBOs. I've got one for FSBOs. So you can create a landing page for sale by owners, one for expireds, one for pre-foreclosures, one for probates. The list goes on. Guys, it's all in there. You just simply come up here, add a new landing page, and pick the one that you want, and then edit the heck out of it, right? Here's the free ebook. Here's a standard listing tour. They've got a calendar page you can create. They've got the buyer book, a new seller form. This is new right here, guys. This is cool as heck right here. So if I want to hit next,
live
that, let me go there and check this out. New page 2. Let's check it out. I want to see what she looks like. How much is your home worth, right? There's your, guys like new video? Pop a video right there. Hey guys, thank you for coming over there. If you fill this in, you're going to get an instant, blah, blah, blah. However, if you'd like to get a blah, 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 whatever your freaking message is right there, guys. Why choose us? All of this is editable. Free instant home evaluation, sell faster, save money. There's a snapshot of what Chime looks like for them. But anyway, that is a killer page. All of that done inside of Chime on landing page. You simply just go to the little tab at the top that looks like an airplane, go down to landing pages. And guys, when you have it set up, go create some landing pages. Like get in there in the evening, create one. You can't screw it up because nobody's going to see it until you send it to them. And there you go. So go ahead.
One more thing. I'd also like to add that, listen, we're going to have this training drop so you can rewatch it, but also there is a ton of Chime, like one-on-one stuff in Real Academy.
Yes.
There's already been classes done with an actual Chime rep. Okay. There's live classes that are done too, that you can jump in and ask your questions on setup and all these things that Keller are going over. But there's also classes in the knowledge library. Okay. That you can go and watch again. You just type in the search bar Chime, and there's tons of them. Okay.
Let me show one more thing, Matt. We
need to open it up for questions as well.
Let me show one more thing. And guys, if you're interested in this level of marketing, get with Matt. He will schedule a time with you because we both use this. So Matt, can you see this mailbox power thing?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, if you're in Chime and you develop some seller leads, right? And let's say that these are seller leads that are more of a 12-month. Check this out. Not only are they going to get an email, and they won't get an email every week from me. If they're on a drip, maybe once every 3 to 4 weeks max, right? But let's say I get some seller leads coming in and I want to make sure I stay in front of them. And guys, by the way, if you do decide to do what we're getting ready to show you, I give you all of I've spent thousands of dollars on my own cards. Matt gets them, his team gets them, our team gets them. So if you decide, imagine going into your Chime and you have a seller lead that you want to set on a automatic postcard campaign. Check out these postcards, guys. Here's the first one. All of this is editable, so you just have to change your name up. But I give you 12 of the most killer seller postcards. On the back of it, it's got a QR code. It's got some other information for them to track them, but it gives them information. Imagine them getting one of these every single month from you, right? And you automate it. All you do is you bring over the client, Jim Smith, 123 Jones Avenue, Hoopy Doopy, any city, zip code 153, whatever. Takes you 30 seconds to bring them over. You click one button and now they are on a 12-month card. It costs you 50 cents per client per month to make sure they get access to your cards. And imagine your conversion rates. If you're doing emails and you're calling them once a month, you're sending them valuable content and you're postcarding them, holy crap, your conversions just went through the roof. Here's another example. Imagine sending this card to one of your home evaluation links that just signed up. After being on the market for a month without selling, Kelly Wheeler sold this home in one day for 20K over list. Here's how. Kelly did it again. Oops, I did it again, right? Boom, there's the card on the back of it. It's got all kind of information. Here's another one. And again, you guys will get all of these cards. Matt will send you a link to get all these cards if you want them. He'll show you how to set them up in your automation, but there's an example of a card. So if you want to put your marketing on turbo, you've got a bunch of free links. You've got Chime, you've got the basis of Chime, and now I've shown you a direct mail that adds to your calling and it adds to your emails and possible text. Guys, that's how you convert using Chime and other softwares that work coexistent with one another, and you can crush it. I've got a couple minutes and then I got to go. Matt, you want to open up for quick questions?
Yeah. Anybody have any questions on Chime?
Unmute yourself if you do.
Yeah, to give to Kelly.
I got one for Kelly.
Go for it, Brian.
Hey man, so I've been doing the blog with the KCM. It's been awesome, but with the RSS feed, I'm having to go in there and delete it and repaste it in order for it to update daily. And I know you said there's a way for it to.
I'm working with them. I'm working with them right now to get it to where it updates daily. So that's coming.
Cool.
I hope to have that. I hope to have that solved with them in the next month. But still, there's several hundred blogs there.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, and they post automatically to the social medias and LinkedIn.
Make sure you're posting. There's a company called Deliver, DLVR.it. They have a free plan. I also have the Keeping Current Matters. And by the way, the 75 PDF on listings to leads, I have all of that automatically posting on my Google page. So when they go and find me on Google, I have this massive blog already on there of just hundreds of blogs that Google loves that crap. If you have that kind of content going on your Google page, you show up higher. So you can have all of that go to your Google page as well. So I would check into that.
And
yeah, definitely need to.
And hey guys, Kelly will drop in his Calendly link. If any of you guys just want to get on a one-on-one,
I'll do it right now.
He'll help you. Listen, the reason I partnered up with Kelly is because he does help out agents. If you look at his YouTube channel, he has over 6,000 agents on there that he just helps and gives back to them. They're not all with his brokerage. That's who he is. So if you need a one-on-one with him, he will get on with you and help you out.
Victor Alonso.
Sorry, Victor's.
And by the way, guys, that free link that I gave you for listings to leads that you can sync with your Chime, guys, that has a social media poster. They have over 72 months of fantastic content for every social media channel you have in existence. You go in there with a couple buttons that you push, you sync it to your social media channels. This will post it for you autopilot. It's killer. So
Also,
Bryant, check that out. Get that free trial. Do the social media posting inside of listings to leads to multiple social media, Twitter, Insta, Facebook, multiple Facebook groups. Get it all out there because this content will post for you.
also go ahead.
No, I was say, so I'm starting to try to do video content. Matt's been really pushing me to do it. And I noticed that KCM has like a social video. Have y'all used it yet?
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Yes. Okay, so what KCM did is they have already done video platform. You just get your phone and then it has you on the upper part and then it has graphs on the bottom and you literally record it. It's under a minute. You record and it has the, what do you call it, where the words appear on the screen, a prompter. So you're reading it. Hey, this is Kelly, and I wanted to tell you about the local market. Everybody thinks that this is a housing bust. Well, let me tell you why it's not. In the last 12 months, we did. The content's already there. You're just reading it, but it puts up these beautiful color graphs. When you're done, you hit save. It will auto post to Reels and to TikTok like that.
Oh, that's killer. That's killer. And I've seen those videos on TikTok of
I've got a couple.
those agents doing them. So check that out. Listen, I've only heard great things on KCM. The other thing is guys, if you don't have a Google My Business page set up, you're missing out. Inside Real Academy, Tammy Price, which is an elite agent out of San Antonio. She is an elite agent, which you guys that are on here that are with Real know what it takes to hit elite. She, all of her business is referral and it comes from Google My Business and from past business. But let me tell you, it's as simple as setting up your Google My Business and then putting whatever content you're putting on social media, put it on Google. It creates that SEO for you, that free SEO as well. So do a Google My Business. You can do it even if you don't have an office. Okay. You can set it up as well. So check that out. Any other questions anybody else has?
Hi, Matt. So just to rewind, to sign up with Chime, where do I go exactly?
So, let me go ahead and put it in the chat box. You're going to go to support@therealbrokerage.com. Support. And let me just pull this up here. Support at the Real Brokerage. Let's see here.
I think you can do it on the app too.
It's better if you just go to support. I'm sorry to tell you that, Jerry, I love you. But support at the Real.
Support@therealbrokerage.com.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the daggum email, but just, support@therealbrokerage.com. Trying to find an email I've sent them. And that's for any, you sent it? Okay. That's everything to doing with Real. Like their support team is super quick. That's one of Real's things is they want to get support back to you guys really quick. Anything you need. Also another thing, and you might say the leads are crap or whatever, but why not just have it? You never know if you get 1 to 2 deals a year. Okay. I've had agents that have gotten 7 deals in a year's time, in 6 months, just from utilizing it. But utilize the free platform that Real gives you as well, which they have a partnership with OpCity, which was bought out by Realtor.com. If you're working buyer leads, email support and say, hey, I want OpCity. And even if you get 1 or 2 extra deals a year, that's 1 or 2 extra deals that you didn't have before. You don't pay for anything for the leads up front. Okay. You don't pay for them up front. You do pay a hefty fee at the end, but you got to understand, guys, it is a free lead, right? It's another opportunity to create a referral. Another opportunity to love back on your clients. It's just another opportunity. So utilize that as well. All right. Any other questions before we wrap this up? And any of you guys that have my phone number, which is everybody, give me a subject for next week. I need your feedback on what else you need. Last week we did YouTube. That was on the channel. If you weren't here last week, do that. This week it's Chime. What other subjects would you like to learn more on? And I'll bring the expert in, like I brought in Kelly today on Chime, and we'll bring in that expert to help you. And it doesn't just have to be on lead generation. It can be on any type of subject. You need help on, different stuff with maybe it's rapport building, whatever you need. So, all right, guys, any other questions? We all good? All right. Y'all have a fantastic week. Reach out to me as always if you need something. We'll talk to y'all soon.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Kelly.